Okay, this way. And that ideology, I brought it back to Nigeria. I would have remained in Europe. I would have do my business in Europe. But I said no. All this time, developing curriculum, building facility, even running short courses. I have to blend the short courses with the national qualification skill that will also be approved by MBT. I made a case that even the artisans that did not go to school, go to Panteka, they do fridges. There is one ice block machine I saw, very mighty, in Kaduna. I said, and the ice block can make a lot of ice blocks within a short period of time. You know what? How they developed it? It was developed by those youths who did not go to school. All we need them, develop them for them to know how to procure, size them together, make them undertake 99% practical training, then just 1% theoretical, and that 1% is how would they write invoice? How can they address invoice? And put it in an envelope, make their business looks more defined, and give them a certificate. They didn't go to university, it doesn't matter. Now, we are sitting here today, and I'm so pleased that there is a market already. Our president in COP26, you know what he said? He said Nigeria will become a zero-emission country by 2060. That means, you think 2060, how old will I be? Just guess. How old will our president be by 20? You think he's saying it for himself? No, he's saying it because of you. He's creating a market for you. Because he has already done one of the best policy that will favor the youth, Mr. President. That is the truth. But you don't know. Did you know? Do you know that Mr. President has approved 120 billion naira on Solar Niger, lying down in CBN? How many of you know? Wow, nobody know. Yeah. I will say the president is not doing anything for the youth. He has done his part. It is now your part to understand how to access that fund. And that fund is made for you to develop your business, be able to install solar in your community, in your neighboring community, and run your business and continue training people. But how can you access those funds? And that is why I met with the president of the Youth Council in a conference. I said, listen, the time has come. The time has come where you don't have to be a beggar. No. You don't have to stay in somebody's door, wait the whole day because you need to beg him money. No. All you need is skill. Skill that is the green growth for the future. The future.
With an energy crisis, we have had to grapple with the problem of incessant power outage. Today, the price of basic petroleum products keep rising by the day. And so there is need for an alternative. Much more than anything, we need to begin to look at renewable energy. We also see this in reflection of the fact that unemployment has been an issue that the Nigerian youth have had to contend with. And then we realize as a council that the wealth of any nation is not just concentrated in the city centers, because productivity takes place more in the countrysides, in the states, in the rural areas and communities. And yet in our own country, Nigeria, we've seen a large chunk of urban to rural migration of youths who leave the countryside in our rural areas because there is no power supply, there is a lack of basic amenities, no infrastructure for productivity to thrive. and the government cluster in urban centers. Most of them have taken to crime of various sorts, and insecurity springs up its ugly head from there. We then realized that it is important and imperative that we hook up with the rest of the world, we follow on with global trends. In an era where we are seeking to cut down on carbon emission, in an era where we are seeking for more efficient means of energy provision, of power stability, of industries to thrive, I think one of the best things we should easily look at is the aspect of renewable energy. Basically, looking at the solar component. And of course in Nigeria here, we know we're in the tropical area. We are blessed with so much sunlight.